Hello, and it's time for the Septuagint of Septuagint 1:8. And so see if you can translate the Greek that's here. Here's my shot. And God called the solidity, the firmament, sky. And God saw that good. And became evening and became early, day second. Okay. I've been reading a little bit of John Walton. And he has an interesting. Sorry, I've taken 8 or 9 weeks to read any of it, but he has an interesting take on the statement, and it was good. And I suspect he's right, or at least more right than not. I mean, we've always taken this theologically as a moral statement that everything God had created was morally good. And Walton argues that in this context, good has more to do with we're good to go. Everything's working, everything's functional, not moral quality. And my sense is he's probably right, because the kind of sense of the fall, and the moral change is really more of a New Testament, uh, Pauline kind of perspective. It doesn't seem quite as at home in the ancient Near East. So I think Walton may be correct that basically what God is saying here is that, yep, okay, everything's good. Yep, it's all working. That it's about the universe being orderly and functional. That God is cleaning it up. That it's a mess. The universe starts off in a state of chaotic disrepair, and that creation is God creating a universe that works, or a world that works, and that's really what it's about. Well, I'll try to introduce Walton thoughts as I come across them. Here's a slowed down translation. And called God, this is the subject, it's nominative. God called, this is following the Hebrew order. He called the solidity, the firmament, sky, the dome. He called the dome sky. And as you have heard from me already, I'm using sky instead of heaven because heaven takes us to a different place, given our worldview. And God saw, again, God is the subject, saw that good, that it was good. And it became evening and it became early, second day. This is the formula we've seen before, the Jewish day beginning in the evening and then going to the morning. Okay, well, a little bit of grammar. Can you parse this? So sen, you should have it by now if you've been following my Greek at all. It is aorist active indicative third singular. Sen. All of this analysis comes from sen, and it's from kaleo. That's an augment because it is aorist indicative, and so it has an augment. That's what that epsilon is in the front. So called. It's simple past tense kind of. Anyway, undefined technically. This is also aorist, but I've memorized it. It has video in the middle there, id, to see. God saw. So this is the aorist. Again, notice N, the same ending. Nu with an epsilon in front of it is almost always a movable nu. Throw it away. So epsilon is a very common third person singular past tense ending. And I know it's aorist because I've memorized id. So it's aorist active indicative third singular from, let's say, horao. You could say blepo, but let's go with horao. Okay? It kind of gets merged together with this serving as the aorist of more than one present tense verb meaning see. Okay. That good. Hoti introduces a noun clause, right? That it was good. Now this, amen u eto, third person singular. That is normally a middle or passive song. However, this is gen, is the aorist of gin o my, its deponent. So it's aorist deponent indicative third singular from ginomai. There's the augment on the front. I think this is the same word. I think that's all that I parsed today, which leaves us with kind of the pronunciation, which if you're paying attention to the Septuagint, you can probably pronounce it, but I'll try. Kai kalasen hathaos to stereoma uranon kai eden hotheos, hoti kalon, kai egeneto espera, kai egeneto proi, hemera deutera. I tried. So this has been the Septuagint of Genesis 1:8.